Is it? Please tell me it's not like breathing anymore. It's not like. Oh. Please stop showing that video tube. Oh, okay. I guess this is starting soon. I know I scheduled the stream for exactly 2:30. I'm gonna start now. Please stop showing that video. Oh, come on. I don't care about the window size. Stop showing me the window size. I guess this is starting soon. There you go. I know I scheduled the stream for exactly. That should be. Yeah. Okay. And also, yeah, like I was saying, I know I scheduled the stream for 9:30, but oh, come on. I don't care about the window size. Stop showing me the window size. I guess this is starting soon. Alright. I'm gonna mute my own stream so that I don't get distracted and confused. Is my mic all good? Alright, I've got a few predictions for this. Oh, first off, thanks everyone for coming today. Very excited for this. But, predictions, yes. My predictions. I think we're gonna get a greater angel enemy. We're gonna see that, obviously, and I think we're gonna get a sneak peek at the golden arm. That's lost my train of thought there. That's been teased, yes. And there was more people. Besides, I got like so many more subscribers. Yeah. And I'm, other than Ultrakill, I'm excited to see everything else. Could you please? What's good? Is that username a reference to something? I'm gonna Google. Okay, that channel banner. I don't know. But, everything's good. I'm excited for Ultrakill. And also everything else. Ooh. Got 3 minutes left. Stop spamming W's in the chat. This is not Kaisenat stream. Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna turn up cutoff there for VadoTube, just so that it's not activating while I'm breathing. Jeez. And in preparation for this, I made this. Like, whoa, guys, can you believe what's on the screen? I probably should have made a bit more states feed me fraud. You don't worry, Echo. You will have a feast. Hopefully. We're also gonna watch the extended reveal afterwards, if that's up by the time this is over. Yeah, there's not much to do here other than just wait and wait. Because we're it's happening. Yes, it is. Yeah, I know. There is a lot of delay. It is happening. Probably in like 1 minute. It's probably.
You're watching a show.
Yes.
What is that? Is that the Ultrakill thing?
Yes.
Oh.
Bro, you didn't. Oh my goodness. PC Gamer Show, Ultrakill Layer 8 sneak peek. Read the title, bro. Like, it's not even that hard. Oh crap. Clicked off my live stream. You're here for moral support. Yeah, negative. What? Alright. So starting until 3. Alright, you're here for negative moral support. Okay. Well, you know. Alright, so in the meantime, because I don't want the viewers to leave, the 7 viewers, which actually is quite a lot. You should only get like 1 or 2.
30 minutes?
Yeah, 30 minutes. Sorry, 30. You need fraud now. I'm sorry. Oh wait, no, I could give you fraud now. I can give you fraud now. Just give me a second. Okay, I clicked the wrong button. Let me boot up. What's my stream show? Oh, it's not. What? Why is it? Oh, it's because I have it minimized. Boom. I said crap. What? Huh? Hello? No. Okay, there we go. No, that's Beppin X. Is it? Is the audio coming through? Okay, yes it is. I will give you fraud. Well, let's do brutal. I will give you fraud. Where is it? There you go, fraud. Fraud. Will be given. Let me pull up chat again. Oh wait, hang on. You're still alive? Okay. Do I have audio on? Alright. Wait, which way? Oh, it's this way. Bro! This freaking... I don't know, man. I don't know, Echo. The algorithm just hates me, I guess. And this isn't fraud, is it? This is the fan-made custom fraud level. So not official, but it is fraud, so... I also am goated at Ultrakill. Die! And, Echo, I'm glad you think I'm awesome. Hey, I screwdriver, not mind flare. Oh, I should set a timer for the fraud so that I actually know. PC Gamer, yeah, 25 minutes. Wait, that's the... Perfect. How the heck am I supposed to not pick up any skulls? I thought there was a... Where's that? Goated at this game. Bro, I hit him with a railgun. Wait, which way to go? I hate this level, it's so confusing. Which... What the... Is there like a secret up here? What? That's fine, I wasn't trying to P-reg. Oh, come on. Bro. Freaking hate this level, like, it's so confusing. For those of you... Oh, what the... This... For those of you just joining in, this is the custom fraud layer, not the actual one. Okay. He's like... What? He's not dead yet. What now? I have 9 health. This is not good. What? It's like the one time I've gotten killed by him. Bro. Perfect. When is the actual preview? First off, sorry I didn't see your thing earlier. The show starts at 3, but the Ultrakill preview probably isn't gonna actually happen until probably later in the show, so I'm not really sure. The show ends at 5, so sometime between 3 and 5. Oh, what? Oh, this is... I need to show this. And I need to switch over the audio.
Also doing our first ever deep dive into the glorious, sparkling PC hardware that makes them. Throughout the pre-show, we'll be talking with expert guests about the latest in hardware innovations and trends.
Yeah.
And as you can see from my overalls and the workshop I'm sat in, we're going to be rolling up our sleeves and building something very special during today's show too. And who knows, you might learn a little something new for the next time you build your own PC.
Oh.
But before we get into all that hardware, here's a different sort of hardware for you to check out. Take a look at what's coming up for wholesome shopkeeping sim, Trash Goblin.
In this wholesome shopkeeping game, you're
I think I've seen this before.
Trying to start a business, but you're not doing it alone. Say hi to Eamon. They're an antique dealer and your self-appointed
Might have been in
guardian
the
slash
trailer for the
business
show.
partner. And this is Auntie Val. She's a dear friend of your late parents and your other guardian. They don't exactly see eye to eye. Eamon thinks of himself as an entrepreneur. Auntie says that's just fancy talk for criminal. You might wonder how much trouble you can get into with old furniture, but Eamon's got a knack for it. Alongside that whole situation, you've got a business to run, helping out colourful customers like Donovan and his peculiar nesting needs, or clumsy blacksmith Redwar, desperately trying to impress her new boss, Almost Romeo and their extensive and frankly exhausting romantic adventures. But you're your own boss. Decorate, invest in your tools, expand your shop, travel a little, all at your own pace. The fate of the city can wait. Trash Goblin, out now.
Okay, I wasn't muted. Good.
One goblin's trash is another goblin's treasure. That's a famous saying in the goblin community.
Okay, yeah, that Trash Goblin does look interesting. I might give that a look-see.
We're going to be talking about a couple of the biggest PC gaming innovations of the past few years. But to do that, we're going to need a little help from some expert witnesses.
As a streamer and videographer, breakthrough technology like DLSS and FSR are absolutely essential items for my day-to-day.
DLSS, FSR, and XESS, they're all doing similar things, which is kind of reducing load on your computer and still retaining some levels of image quality as super samplers. I think it's super exciting. Basically, it just gives you more performance, seemingly for free.
Being able to push my setup to its limits whilst also maintaining high frame rates and overall visual quality while streaming allows me to continue to being my best without having to sacrifice performance.
It seems like magic on first appearance, but when you dig into the details, there's a lot more going on under the hood.
It's also important that I'm able to jump from game to game without worrying too much about drops in quality or putting unnecessary strain on my PC. This is especially useful with new-gen games. Whether I'm looking to dodge my opponent's crushing blow in Clair Obscur or plowing through the hordes in Doom Eternal, it's reassuring to know that I've got the hardware side of things covered.
With
quite accurate.
new
I don't
gen
think that was
games
Doom
coming
Eternal.
out, like a Monster Hunter Wilds, they had support for frame generation, which is a part of DLSS.
Should I check out Clair Obscur?
So you can render it in a smaller thing, use the super
quite
sampler, and then because that frame time is choppy, because it's demanding on a CPU, frame generation can help kind of smooth over those bits. It's given you more room to make your games run and look better while not increasing your performance impact. It allows you to get more out of your hardware.
As games get more demanding, we demand more from them, especially when it comes to visuals. And when it comes to gaming monitors, we love nothing more than a good OLED with lightning-fast response times and infinite contrast. For more, keep your eyes on the screen as we monitor the opinions of a couple of OLED experts.
OLED really does feel like a quantum leap forward in terms of the image quality you can expect from a really high-end monitor. And that's not to say they don't have caveats, but they are essentially the thing to aim for now. If you're building a high-end rig and you're thinking about what monitors to get next, really, if you're prepared to spend a fair bit of cash, and a lot of gamers are, you're looking at OLED monitors.
From pixel response time, color range and latency, refresh rates, depth, getting proper blacks, they are simply objectively better, and you will notice a huge step up if you upgrade to one from a sort of more traditional VA or TN or IPS panel.
And they're getting faster and faster as well, which makes them a good shout for competitive gaming, or really any sort of gaming at this point.
The big blockbusters that have enormous graphical fidelity targets and sort of ambitions like Cyberpunk 2077 and Ghost of Tsushima, they don't look any better than when they're on an OLED screen. But it goes even murkier games like the Resident Evil series, Dead Space Remake. The HDR benefits you can get from an OLED monitor on those games can be exquisite.
I'm into my mil sims, so Grey Zone Warfare as well, which is a stunning Unreal Engine 5 looking game, but it also requires some good twitch reactions. Anything where I really need that quick twitch response, OLED tends to be better at it, as well as looking the best at the same time. But if you're looking for best of the best, OLED's where it's at.
That is some great info on OLED monitors. You know what monitor I'm using the most these days? A baby monitor. Because I'm a mum. Nope. Nothing?
Not funny.
Wow, tough crowd. How about this one? What did the monitor say when it got knocked onto the floor? Ow, that hurt. Okay, what else is in the news? Folks, you notice how Jack Black is in every single video game thing these days? I started up an old save game of The Sims 2 last week, and I am not making this up. Jack Black was in the game wetting his pants in the Goff family kitchen. And when did every game in the world decide it needed 10 minutes to compile shaders before I can play it? Did I miss a meeting? If I wanted to spend my time watching a number quickly decreasing on the screen, I'd just log into my banking app. Am I right? I am Frankie Dubs. That is my time. Good night.
Oh, thank goodness.
Please press F to pay respects to your servers and give it up for your next
If I press
a
F,
colony management sim where it's all about cats versus mice. Here's a Whiskerwood.
Okay, two people have subscribed. Okay, you know, I'll get back to that after this, because this looks like interesting, kind of like a Timberborn type. It really looks like Timberborn. That does look interesting. I've seen this. I've seen this before. I think I have it on my wish list. Let me check. Store wish list. Okay, I actually don't know the names. So we're gonna have to wait until they drop it, until they show it. Outbound. Yes, I do have it on my wish list, because it does look
Throwing
quite
everything in a cozy van and going on an open world road trip.
Anyway, as I was saying, 2 people have subscribed during the stream so far, so whoever that was, thank you for your support.
PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Day9 Plot. Just checking in to see if you're almost ready for the big show next month.
As I was saying,
Sean,
2 people
the big show is
have subscribed
today,
during the stream
right
so far,
now.
so Whoever that was, thank you. I do not have audio.
PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Day, I'm Plot. Just checking in to see if you're almost ready.
Do
that.
big show.
And definitely didn't forget what month and day it is. I started going to one of those GTA barbers. Super time efficient.
Whoever that was, thank you.
See?
I do have audio.
Wow, I'm doing a respec. Look, give it to me straight. Come on. Great, right? Pretty good.
Oh, God, no.
Maybe this.
I'd stick with the default Sean skin.
Gotcha. Day 9, day 1. A classic look.
Well, things are going
We're
great at the
Ultrakill.
workshop. We're focusing on hardware this year, and we're about to
soon,
move on to
hopefully.
keyboards.
Oh, I'm on my way. As long as I catch my flight and hop on the shuttle to the submarine, then it's just a quick trip in a speedboat that turns into a hang glider, and I'll be at the studio in 4 minutes, maybe 5. But first, the duty-free shop seems good.
Well, he certainly cleans up quick. Great timing, because we're ready for our next segment.
Maybe I should start recording.
What would PC gaming be without the act of pressing a key and making magic
Yeah,
happen?
I started
Our
recording.
keyboards are the
Message
clickety-clackety
retracted.
medium through which
What'd you
we
say?
work wonders, and the tech behind them has only gotten more wonderful. Let's turn to a keyboard expert who can tell us all about Hall effect keys.
Traditionally, you have
Hall
on,
effect.
off, binary, you press the switch and that's it. Whereas Hall effect is more, it measures the entire depression through when you press it.
Ooh.
And the main shift that's brought about is a focus on
I'm
performance,
listening.
I would say. Before you had a focus on feel and sound. You can still have that with Hall effect, but now we have something that's definitively, this is for gaming performance. There's all kinds of games that benefit from Hall effects. The main ones would be competitive shooters, competitive FPS games, your Counter-Strikes and your Valorants, and racing games and stuff like that, for example. Hall effect allows such quick reactions on that front if you've got the fast fingers for it.
That does sound good for racing. Yeah.
Building your own PC for the first time, or even the 10th time, can be a little intimidating, but we're always here to help. Let's head over to our workshop's build centre to meet PC Gamer's managing editor of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and see what he's cooked up for us. Hello, Jacob.
Oh, hi, Frankie. Great timing. I'm almost done with that special build you requested. It took a lot of work, but I think you're going to be happy with it, especially the particle cannons and plasma railgun.
What? I'm here about a custom PC build.
Are you sure? Let me check the work order. Jacob, please build me an awesome custom PC by June 8th. I'll also need you to build me a mech so I can rain fire and destruction down upon all my enemies on June 9th. But do the PC first. Thanks, J-Dog, TTYL, Frankie. Blimey, I got the dates mixed up, so you definitely don't need the mech today?
Nope. Power it down.
Okay.
It sure does look cool, though. That giant mech right over there, just off camera.
So expensive looking, isn't it?
It's a real sight to behold. Anyway, don't worry about having not built the PC yet, because it just means we can build it together during the show, and then give it away to one lucky viewer.
It's so fortuitous how my careless mistake worked out perfectly.
Before we get started, though, why do you think gamers should build their own PCs?
Well, there's lots of reasons. Cost is definitely one, because you can absolutely save money over pre-built computers by buying parts separately and putting them together yourself. PCs are also one of the few electronics in your life you can build at home. Do you know anyone who's built their own television?
My Uncle Bertram did. He worked on it for weeks, but it just turned out to be a cardboard box with some angry bees in it. He called it BTV, and it stung us. It stung all of us.
Exactly my point. We're also living in an age where we're losing the power to repair electronics ourselves. What happens when something goes wrong with your smartphone? You have to take it to someone to get it fixed, or more likely, have it replaced completely. If you built your own PC, not only will you become more knowledgeable about diagnosing problems, you'll have a better chance of being able to fix it yourself.
Sound advice. Thank you, Jacob. But don't start shopping for parts for your own PC build just yet. You might be the lucky winner of the awesome custom PC Jacob and I are going to put together right here today on the PC Gaming Show. But first, we've got one more game to show you as we build our way to the end of our pre-show. If you're a fan of Unlikely Animal Friendship, something tells me you'll dig the new trailer for Cappy Castaway.
Capybara? Capybara! Coconut doggy. Ooh. Starting for real this time. I'm tweaking too. Oh, let me check your name to see what this means. Google Translate. What does it mean? Oh, okay. Good, it's not like a slur or something. Is this Ultrakill?
Hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2025. My name is Sean Day9 Plot, and once again, I am thrilled to be here with you, showing you the latest game trailers, previews, and world-exclusive first looks at what's ahead in the world of PC gaming. But even more importantly, I'm delighted to be joined again by the co-host with the most, Mika Burton.
Thank you, Sean. It is great to be back on the PC Gaming Show, especially since we're cooking up something extra special this year. As you can see, Sean and I are broadcasting today's show from a crucible of clandestine accoutrements.
Oh, that's right. Here in our high-tech hardware workshop, we've assembled some of the finest PC gadgetry for some of the world's smoothest secret operatives. You know where all the spies get all their coolest toys? And what's from us?
We've made headsets that double as wall-climbing suction cups.
We've made keyboards that can turn into cars that turn into boats.
We've also built a laptop that's a crossbow that's also a blunderbuss, and I'm afraid to touch it. That's how you know it's good.
We made a gamer chair that turns completely invisible thanks to cloaking technology.
Sean, the invisible chair never actually made it out of R&D.
Well, that's what they want you to think. Regardless, we're in the process of using every ounce of our high-tech, top-secret, burn-after-reading black books engineering at our disposal to build what we call the Rig.
Ooh. The Rig is a top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming PC, and it could be yours. Because after we build it here today, we will be giving it away to one lucky viewer at the end of the show.
But that'll happen a bit later. Right now, let's kick off the show the PC Gamer way with count 'em, three world premieres.
What's a world premiere?
Dahlia, I know you're nervous about going home, but you're going to be fine. We don't know the state of the crisis. And a job's a job, right?
This looks interesting.
Get in, get out. Don't get sucked back in. Remember, Dee, it's just a job.
This looks like a VR game. Nope. Wait, maybe? No, it's not. Dungeons and Dragons.
The Sword Coast. Neverwinter. All these places
Is
will be
this
consumed.
D&D Online?
They call you the
Oh, I didn't catch that.
A piece of
Dungeons and Dragons. Neverwinter Nights 2 Enhanced Edition. Okay.
Bring in the accused.
So it's not D&D Online.
Did you really think you could keep such relics of my people?
So it's a remaster.
None shall stand against us. You cannot stop me.
Obsidian's 2006 classic RPG, but it's all new and shiny again. Honestly, I'm calling in sick today at launches.
Ooh, me too. I think my excuse will be food poisoning.
I was gonna go with regular poisoning.
Interesting. Go on.
Well, I already have so many sworn enemies and even more unlabeled bottles in my kitchen, so it's entirely believable.
You know what? You do you, my guy. In the meantime, let's check in with Frankie and Jacob about the rig.
Thanks, Mika. I'm here with PC Gamer's managing editor of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and during today's show, we're going to be building an awesome custom PC. Even better, everyone watching will have a chance to win it for themselves.
This PC will be a gaming powerhouse with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT, plus 32 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5 RAM.
We're also throwing in a Corsair K70 Pro keyboard, Asus ROG Swift OLED monitor, and a Corsair Nightsword RGB mouse, all handpicked by Jacob.
We didn't forget a thing. We're even including a mouse pad.
That's where your mouse lives, sleeps, and entertains other mice. Let's get to work.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. Check out this next trailer. It's fabulous. Fresh tracks. Or I will get you. How do you stop that which never ends? In the endless, no two journeys unfold the same way. Come, remain by the fire, and hear the tale of Norway's greatest champion.
Pistol Whip, but for Pistol Whip has a PC mode, doesn't it? But yeah, it looks like Pistol Whip. Is it VR? It doesn't look like VR.
There's no one I would rather die alongside than you, my champion.
What was it called?
Champion.
Fresh Tracks. I'll give it a look. Maybe on stream. What is this? Is this Overwatch? No, okay.
Coming up in the show.
Yeah, this is not Ultrakill. Please show me Ultrakill. What the heck is that? Uh-huh. I really don't have much to say about that. I'm not very interested. Is this Snark Maiden? Is that the name? Or Moomin? Yeah. Seth. I've heard of this. I think I've seen a few videos too.
It's important to celebrate when something reinvents itself. Necess overhauls its graphics, gets major updates. It's beautiful.
It's almost as beautiful as the rig's Corsair RM1000X fully modular ATX power supply.
Oh, it's poetry. In fact, the only thing more poetic is
a perfectly executed heist set in a dystopian techno future. Yes! When we heard the makers of Payday and GTFO had a new co-op heist FPS in the works, you know we had to find out more. So we infiltrated 10 chambers and interrogated the makers of Den of Wolves. Here's all the info we dredged from their genius minds.
We were prepped and ready for the heist. We had stolen Tier 7 passkeys, acquired the building schematics, and rerouted the security comms.
We're in position.
The package was as good as ours.
Left for 5 seconds. What happened?
Every variable accounted for, but we fucked it up anyway.
Is this Titanfall? This isn't Titanfall.
Next time, we gotta be even more prepared.
That Starbreeze. Yeah, this is the new thing by Starbreeze. What's this? Is this the same thing?
Den of Wolves is a first-person shooter, 4-player co-op heist game taking place in the future. We focus a lot on player agency, story, and keeping the player on their toes with some interesting elements that take you out of the brick-and-mortar world of Midway City, where the game takes place. It's a power fantasy, even though there's obviously tension as well with like stealth segments and stuff. But the identity of Den of Wolves primarily is balls to the wall.
Den of Wolves is stepping back into our Payday roots. The big difference is, of course, the sci-fi area where we can play around a lot with design. The freedom we have with this sci-fi space is a bit terrifying, actually, because you can go nuts, basically. We've actually told ourselves to not try to over-design stuff, but not limit us creatively. So designing the Midway City from the start, we knew we wanted big mega-structure buildings to actually place our levels within and be free of how big levels we want them to be. It's this very large city arising from the sea. You want to look out at the city and see, like, okay, so this is a living, breathing city and it works.
This does look interesting.
Coming back to the heist genre is sort of a
I don't know. After Payday 2, I felt like I had so much more things to do in my head, like what I wanted that game to be. A contemporary setting limits you in so many ways. Everything you do to enhance the game breaks the theme. With a sort of a sci-fi theme on it, it enables you to stay in the pocket of thematics and still solve things from a gameplay angle. When making a game concept or a world, you have to think about what tools it gives you to solve problems in the future. And the sci-fi thriller theme gives us a lot of tools to play with. Midway is just a corporate haven. There's no rules, there's nothing. It's divided up into districts. There's even like district wars and this kind of thing within the city. So it's a very classical, in a way, dystopian take. Kind of like a classic role-playing game of saying like, oh, this is the backdrop, and I'm gonna hand you a new adventure and have a bit of fun. So there's something called dives in the game. It's basically a neural heist. In the middle of whatever you're doing in the normal mission, you can basically jump to this other place. Thematically, there's these architects that build these defense mechanisms that gets injected into people's minds, and then you're trying to break into one of those. The dives allows us to explore a little bit with visual art design and gameplay design. Just tracking down this specific person that you need to make a dive into to extract information. We don't need a bank vault for that. It could be a suburban, gritty area, or it can be a very high-end luxury apartment or of some sort.
The dives provide change of pace and change of intensity in the gameplay and change of scenery, and it could be a nightmarish sort of abstract thing.
Imagine trying to navigate a forest or something like this.
But it could also be a Japanese temple or fortress in the Swiss Alps.
We could just mix a lot of different stuff together because it's this very abstract place. And also with gameplay, we could go from a shooter to a platformer to a horror theme.
Or we can have sort of parkour experimentation where you can run on walls. We make the rules for what the dives are, what they can be.
The heist fantasy in general maps really well to game psychology.
The guns are cool.
Psychology-driven game designer to a large extent.
I'm really bad at giving my input on this.
Keep playing, and also like what are we stealing and what's the economy of the game. And I'm not talking about getting people to spend more cash. It's what's the drive of the game. And I think building new things or crafting things is a very interesting area. A good example would be like this thing we did for Payday where you would craft masks and this kind of thing. Yeah, we're going back to the masks. I've heard people tell me before like, oh, GTFO and then it's a masks game, right? I'm like, really? Yeah, maybe it is. But we wanted to make something different. Like we didn't want to go fully masculine, maybe doing, you know, these big skull masks. Like we don't want to limit us to not do it, but with the mask we have now, we actually wanted to bring some feminine, some sexiness, you know. So one of the inspirations we actually had was the Keira Knightley pout that she has. And there's also like these Japanese theater demon masks with Hannibal Lecter type of style. So as in the dives, you know, we could basically make anything. The masks are this expression to allow them to expand the world inside of themselves.
That looks
so
like
finding designs where they don't really know where to put it, in what categories. We try to hit kind of a sweet spot there.
Why is it here?
This is going to be a high-paced, intense, and a very fun collaborative game. Playing together with friends is a beautiful thing, right? Especially when we have these situations where shit hits the fan, we panic together and try to solve it. So if you put 4 people in a room and they play, and you start to hear the voices go up, and they start to be loud in the room, then you know, like, yeah, it's something, you know? If you want to find out more about Den of Wolves, head to our Steam page and make sure to wishlist now.
Very interesting. I should write it down. Yeah. I'll probably give that a look. Looks like
Frankie,
a very,
this is my first time on the PC Gaming Show. Any advice?
It's
looks like a very, I don't know. Looks like a good puzzle game, alright. Yeah. Looks fine. We're gonna
70E Aorus Master has a few special features to make PC building easier. My favorite is this tool-free SSD slot. Press a button and the heatsink comes away. Then push down on the latch to install your SSD. No screw required, which means no more crawling on the floor looking for said screw when you inevitably drop it. Then there's this Wi-Fi antenna. This combines standard 2 Wi-Fi connections into one easy to install or remove connector. No need to screw anything in. Lastly, if you want to disconnect your GPU, hit the button in the corner and pull it out. Job done.
Welcome to Evil Empire, where we've been working on the Rogue Prince of Persia's early access for over a year now, pushing the game way further than we ever imagined. I mean, just look at me playing. I'm happy, the team is happy, and our boss is happy. And the players, well, they seem happy too. Our 1.0 launch is fast approaching, so here's where we're at.
Death shuns you, Prince. Use this gift and right your wrongs. You have the opportunity to save your kingdom as the worthy Prince of Persia.
interesting. Yeah.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. We were the conductors of the train, tirelessly serving our passengers with kindness and respect.
Excuse me, this is a conductor-only residence. Please back away from the door.
Hey, what's up? Yes, get motherfucking
Is this dark RP kind of like? Is this a Gmod dark RP
Listen up, scumbags.
type thing?
Rats will never get me out of this control room. You understand me? Never.
Car key. Bro, let's just flush him out. I'm tired.
Do it.
Run. Whip, whip, whip.
Hull compromised. Please evacuate the train.
Those ungrateful mother...
Bro, we can literally intercept the conductor, steal all his shit, and extract.
Let's go, 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 go.
So it's like a... So it's Tarkov. Kind of.
Engine fall in 10, 9, 8.
Haribo, we gotta move.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Engine fall. Yes. Very interesting.
Eve Frontiers Founder Access is the first public step in creating a visionary sci-fi survival experience. You start your journey alone, a tiny blip in a seemingly endless universe. As you struggle to gain a foothold in this hostile world, you can build rudimentary structures, improved ships, components, and more.
Eve Frontier. I tried to play Eve.
You'll begin to discover details about the universe and the ancient civilizations whose remnants still roam the skies.
But it's like...
Everything requires fuel to operate, and good resource management is crucial to survival.
My PC.
The most potent source of fuel, crude, is necessary to build formidable ships, advanced structures, and even stargates, reconnecting the vast universe. Smart structures are highly customizable and open the possibility for emergent gameplay only bound by your creativity. Founders have already created custom tournaments, specialized training hubs, advanced security systems, and more. Are you ready to lose yourself on the frontier?
You know, it does look...
Wow,
very...
I knew space was dark, but that was dark. CCP really knows how to make the destruction of the universe look kind of beautiful. I'm honestly looking forward to being ambushed in the depths of space in Eve Frontier.
But if you're like me and the thought of being caught off guard is no, just head over to the PC Gaming Show's Steam page and you'll find every single game we're showing today in one convenient spot ready to be wishlisted. So no scary surprises.
Absolutely. And now here's a look at some of the great games from puzzle publisher Astrological.
Astrological. I've heard of them, haven't I? I mean, none of you are gonna know that, but...
What days? As for the isolation, I'm an introvert. It suits me. The contracts just keep on coming. 2 more rigs to construct. That will put me short in power. Gonna need more hydrogen generators. Good news is, I've managed to synthesize 334 liters of water in the last 24 hours. Now they want 200 liters of ammonium hydroxide. Rewards are good though. On completion, we'll finally acquire an electrolytic reducer. And with all that methane on level 2, that means methanol. After that, despite the fact no one really knows what's down there, I push on and keep going deeper.
Skyrig. 2026, man, but that...
Welcome to Matsuzawa Manufacturing Factory number 1.
It looks so cool. Oh, I've... Opus... Wait, what? Didn't Opus Magnum... The developers of Opus Magnum, what's the word? Didn't they disband or... You know... I will play that. It said June 9th, right? Kaizen. A new dawn for humanity. Ooh. That looks interesting. Oh, that looks very interesting. Those trees, foliage. Factorio, but tear down. Dawn apart.
This is a factory in Modulus. Here, we're producing blue cores. Let's see how we got here. This facility was built out of these 3 modules, which were joined, stamped, and dyed with pigment. Produced here, in our blue pigment refinery, which was constructed from these modules, made by combining these modules, cut from cubes, which were melted from polyrock, extracted here.
Very interesting. Is there a demo? October 22nd. That's far away. Oh, it's available now.
So, Jacob, have you got any quick PC building tips you can share with our audience?
Here's one. You know when you accidentally drop a tiny little screw into your PC case and it just disappears?
Oh, yeah, I hate that. Do you have some cool hack for quickly finding it?
Nope. My tip is that screw is gone forever and you should pretend it never existed.
Forget I asked about tips. What can you tell me about the Radeon RX 9070 XT you're installing?
The Radeon RX 9070 XT is a hot ticket item right now, and for good reason.
Me
this
too,
is
bro.
AMD's graphics division putting its best foot forward with an RDNA 4 chip that can go toe-to-toe with NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. If you're worried about running out of VRAM, don't be. This comes with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. That's plenty for gaming at 4K. Plus it supports FSR4, the latest version of AMD's upscaling technology, to help your frame rate. But what I like about it most is how easy it is to undervolt. This lets you run it with less power and still get top performance.
You know, okay. Whatever. I would surrender it to the capybaras. I'm also tweaking, but no, these are a lot of... Okay, what even is this game about? What? Generation Exile. Play the demo now. Absolutely. Okay, well, I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna stop it.
I know our odds.
Generation Exile.
Maybe it's time to consider the easy way out.
Give me all your love now. 'Cause for all we know,
this looks cool. Is this Death Stranding? Jason?
I can't go on wasting my time, adding scars to my heart 'Cause all I hear is I'm not ready now.
You were always one of us. From day one. What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if you're not ready,
You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us.
Have you not been ready?
I just wanted to find a way out.
'cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die.
Altars.
This is Pathfinder, Abomination Vaults. A hack-and-slash dungeon crawl where up to 4 players battle through a single massive labyrinth filled to the brim with monsters, treasure, and secrets. Customize each hero between 3 paths inspired by 2nd edition Pathfinder, or mix and match to craft the perfect hybrid. Whether adventuring solo or with friends, switch between the party's heroes on the fly to unleash almighty combo attacks to annihilate the forces of darkness. Deep below the surface, the dark sorceress Belcora Haruvex gathers her power. Are you foolhardy enough to delve into the shadowy depths of the Abomination Vaults?
I have not played Pathfinder. You know I don't plan to.
We meet again, little merchant. Still taking up the challenge of a double life. Torn between one endeavor and another. 2 sides of the same precious coin. In one life, you brave dangers, while in the other, you put your skills and hustle to the test. To grow your store. As you chase that vision, you may pause and wonder, is this pursuit more important than its destination? That answer lies within you, little merchant.
Computers aren't the only thing we build here at our hardware workshop. While Frankie and Jacob are working on the rig, Mika and I have been preparing some more elegant equipment for fieldwork. Spy gadgets. See here, this might appear to be a standard ATX full-tower personal gaming computer. In actuality, every component is also an extremely cool spy gadget. Take, for instance, this CPU fan. In reality, Ninja Star.
Huh, that did a real number when we tried it on an intern. Well, moving on, we have our range of hidden tasers. To the untrained eye, a coffee mug.
Yeah.
In reality, a taser. Ooh, or how about this? To the untrained derriere, a roll of toilet paper. But in actuality, you guessed it, it's a taser.
Hey, what about this? Is this like
that
hidden listening device, USB, or is it maybe a spy camera? Oh.
That is, of course, also a taser. Don't worry, you know,
that
it'll be
editing
fine.
is
Eventually. For now, let's check out
top
our
notch.
next exciting
Seriously.
world premiere.
Bro. Lightning.png. What is this? Is this Outer Wilds 2? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think it is. What the? A laser shrimp. Oh, barotrauma. Yeah, that makes sense. What the?
Your safety is your own responsibility. Sharing a roof with someone, make sure they're humans. Check their eyes and teeth. An overlooked visitor will kill you.
This is a Mandela catalog type game. Okay.
Hi, I'm Oscar, a solo developer, and this is my game, Botsu. It's an online multiplayer game where you control a ragdoll robot and compete in some very silly physics-based competitions. I started making this game in my spare time, and now you can play the free demo on Steam. You'll start off in a lobby area called Bot Central, where you can meet up with your friends and mess around with the sandbox while they arrive. When you're ready, mind the gap and hop on the matchmaking train to your Botsu tournament. Your team will compete in bonkers boxball matches, steal boxes and drag your team to victory in Stockpile, and try to be the last bot standing in Sumo.
So it's Fall Guys meets Clone Drone in the Danger Zone.
Balloons that work on anything, and grappling hooks to swing the match in your favor. You can play both online and split screen at the same time, and you can create crazy custom matches in the Steam demo right now. I hope you have fun.
I really used that. Crowd thing, yeah. Ooh, AMD. Yeah, I really don't care about the PC baby stuff. Maybe it was a myth. Maybe it's not happening.
Coming up in the show.
I swear, if it shows Ultrakill. Okay, it didn't. Oh. A new update for this? I was kind of excited for this when it was released, but I haven't played it yet. Maybe I'll stream in our No More Ruben Hell one or whatever. Guys, that was the hook shot. Is this Ultrakill? Forever.
What an amazing collection of games we've already seen. Mika, we are really turning up the heat this year.
We sure are.
Mika, what is that?
Oh, it's thermal paste.
Oh, wait, let me guess. It doubles as like a plastic explosive, or maybe it's a potent tranquilizing gas, or is that just like another taser?
No, it's literally just thermal paste. You know, it transfers the heat from your CPU to your heat sinks to avoid overheating.
Oh.
Plus, it is an amazing cookie filler. It's like forbidden ice.
Mika, you can't eat thermal paste.
Of course you can, especially not with milk.
Okay.
Thermal
Let's
paste
check in
is
on
probably
that
the
build
milk.
again.
Can we put it in the computer?
Absolutely not, but I'm certainly going to try.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, what kind of CPU is this puppy working with?
It's with no small amount of envy that I say this. We're equipping the rig with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D processor. Put simply, this is the fastest 16-core consumer CPU money can buy. It combines the best parts of every processor ever made. The power of a 16-core monster for tough jobs, check. The gaming chops of second-gen AMD 3D V-Cache tech, check. This beast can work as hard as it plays, and it plays in a completely different league. It's the best processor in the world for gamers and creators, for gaming and for everything else. It's a beauty. If I wasn't putting it in the rig, I'd be tempted to walk out of here with it myself.
Phenomenal. Peak PC gaming, courtesy of PC Gamer and AMD.
Indeed. So, Plasma Globe?
Plasma Globe.
Looks like things are coming along perfectly with the rig. Which is perfect because right now we've got another exciting world premiere to show you from our friends at Fail Better Games.
The village of Chandley is small, complicated, and everyone's got their own story. For 100 years, the practice of horticulture has been under a curse, making even the simplest act of cultivation unpredictable. But you come from a long line of sorcerers steeped in the green and growing arts. Your family's old lodge has been empty for a long time, so don't expect airs and graces. Chandley may be small, but it's thick with secrets and set in its ways. Is it ready for the return of a mandrake?
The Mandrake setting is based on British history and folklore. For research, we've walked in a temperate rainforest and visited an ancient coal mine beneath the Forest of Dean.
It's a world where overfishing might cause a river to put a curse on you, and where you'll go delving for bright minerals in the forgotten deeps.
Sunless Sea and Sunless Skies did have some light cannibalism in them. You can't eat people in this one, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. There are old powers waiting in the corners of the world, and the night does not belong to mortals. If all of that sounds good to you, wishlist Mandrake on Steam right now.
I think I will wishlist that. No, don't want Creed open. This is Gears of War? No. What?
A week in the life of a demon school student in under
Have we seen Ultrakill yet? I was gone for a while. No, we have not.
Catch up on the news. Get into a
So we have.
Fight some guys using
We have not seen Ultrakill yet.
Check
so.
your diary. Tuesday, investigate a spooked classroom. Gain a rival. Fight some more.
Yeah.
Find a
Still
dog.
got a while to
Wednesday,
go, probably.
Romance your
I'd say
friends.
half an hour,
Kick an
maybe.
egg. Fight those guys. Thursday, follow some blood. Track down a missing sandwich. Pull a new friend out of nowhere. There's guys. You fight them. Friday, find a cursed dog. Learn a terrible secret. Fight a really big guy. The weekend, sing karaoke, race Beatles, rent some tapes, and generally just relax. That's 1 week down, many to go. Wishlist Demon School, an RPG with tactical battles right now.
Congratulations on your assignment.
Yay!
You've been selected to oversee a caretaker deployment in Sector 43A. This video will introduce you to your unit and its sacred directive, the preservation and propagation of the human species. After global hydrosaturation, Earth became uninhabitable. Humanity moved to orbit, but reproduction in space proved impossible. Moses responded with the Human Seed Program. Cryogenic embryos are grown to maturity in surface-based Lazarus pods, then transferred to orbital colonies for immediate workforce integration. Your caretaker unit manages
Why not
every
just
step:
live on Earth?
retrieval, growth, and orbital transfer. Caretakers maintain surface facilities, build autonomous power systems, and adapt to any anomaly, from environmental failure to unauthorized presence. Enjoy the rest of your assignment, and remember, everything you plant shapes humanity's future.
The last caretaker.
You're the only one who can safeguard the future of humanity in The Last Caretaker. So, you know, no pressure or anything. Hey, Sean, what was that?
I am so sorry. I may have eaten a light snack that just didn't really agree with me.
Wait a second, did you get into my thermal paste stash again?
I prefer the term computer hummus.
No, that's definitely a train, which means we are right on track for our next world premiere. Sean, no! Put it down.
So what's this? Spear tracks? Nope. Void train, but without the void. This looks very interesting. Railborn. I don't think I was born on the rails. Ha 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 ha. Real D-slap, ain't it? I've seen this. Oh, okay. Is my mic detection
Prospector, Norex would like to offer you an opportunity.
limiting?
We have some dirty work we need you to take care of.
Okay, I turned it down a little bit. Hopefully it's...
At your own risk, of course. Keep your mouth shut and you'll be rewarded. You want to hunt monsters? Join Norex.
Ooh. Oh, Icarus.
And don't ask questions.
I've played Icarus. Maybe I should play Icarus again. Ooh, what's this? Tower defense. Plus open world survival.
So you're good at building PCs, but can you build other things? Like a car?
No, Frankie. I can't build a car.
What about like a winching system to pull something heavy out of, for example, a lake?
I mean, maybe I could put together...
Say a car was in a lake and you needed to winch it out. Could you at least build a ramp to make the winching a bit easier?
Is that something you want to tell me?
I drove your car off a ramp and into a lake. But I only did it to put the fire out.
My car was on fire?
There is no point in jumping a car off a ramp if it's not on fire.
Is there any good news to this story?
Yeah. Just check out this ramp. You should install these before you start shopping for a new car.
Oh, that's the Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5. This kit is perfect for building an all-AMD Ryzen
I've
build,
been flashbanged by
mega transfers a second, and with low latency.
Intelligence.
However, we've also stuffed something special here,
Nerdiness.
a light enhancement kit. That's a pair of dummy sticks that look the part, but don't actually contain any memory chips. This is a great solution for an AMD build, as it means you can stick to the more reliable slots on the motherboard, 2 and 4, while looking the part. It also pairs nicely with our Haven 420 case, which offers thermal optimization through its central GPU airflow that sits within a dual-chamber design.
That sounds like the perfect hardware combo for anyone looking to frag
we're an
draw
hour
cards,
in. I haven't
explore
seen
endless
anything
dungeons,
on
or simply
Ultrakill.
stream with friends. But while you're out there updating your part picker list, why not check out this exciting upcoming game?
World changed in the blink of an eye. The outpost where we
dark
hoped to
and
find
foreboding.
salvation
I like.
has stopped responding.
Okay, those graphics, that graphical
We found
change.
it abandoned, all in ruins. Now we have to find out what happened and rebuild what's left. As we make the most of the little space the tree afford, we live under a constant threat from the fog. Not an ordinary mist that we knew before, but one that overwhelms us with the worst kind of fear. And yet, if we want to survive in the new conditions, we must not only fight the fog, we must explore it, research it, understand it, as the fate of our people, maybe even the
Frostpunk, but elves. It looks like.
and all before fear consumes us all. The tree provides. The tree protects. The tree prevails.
Adding that to the list. Coming soon.
Coming up in the show.
What the heck? Oh! Oh! Did you see that? Oh my goodness! Yes, coming. You see that? It was like Doctor Strange. Mirror World. What the heck is happening? Okay.
Your cult is waiting for prophets to lead them. Convert the feeble-minded. Learn the occult. Spread the mighty one's influence. Find power in the god of your choice to bring the unseen depths to the mortal world. Now go, vanquish the opposition, burn the non-believers, indoctrinate
Ultrakill
your
is
supply,
coming.
and survive the
It's
horrors. Grow in power and
get this out of my face, bro. I'm here for Ultrakill, Ultrakill only.
overcome the mightiest of enemies. You have what it takes to worship the Eldritch.
Look on New Blood. New Blood. Okay, so they don't have anything previewed. Stars of Icarus.
After almost a decade, Used Games is bringing us a follow-up to the airship combat game Guns of Icarus.
Now, as with all professions, our work as gadget-crazy weirdos would be impossible if not for the laser watches and ejector seats of those who came before us.
We stand on the shoulders of giants, crafty, unhinged giants.
Which is why I am pleased to present, in an attaché case full of throwing knives and tear gas canisters, the latest intel on Bond, James Bond. So we sent our secret agents to see what's happening at IO Interactive.
You mean not yet? It's coming. We just saw it. But a James Bond game does look interesting. If it's actually a James Bond game. Iowa, isn't that the people from Ready Player One?
We figured out that we were going to work on such a legendary IP. We're very, very excited. It's a huge opportunity, and also the fact that it hasn't been a game for 14 years just adds to the excitement of a comeback of this game in gaming.
The colleagues that we have here are phenomenal, and I think taking all of their experience from the sort of agent fantasy that they've been building for all these years and applying it to the Bond franchise has been incredible to see and to be a part of. We're making a standalone James Bond game, but there are characters and locations that I think are going to make the fans of the novels and the fans of the movies and the cinematic history really smile. In any kind of IP where there's some known aspects of the character, you can initially view these as constraints, but really they're strengths because we get to work with all these amazing partners. Aston Martin and Land Rover, collaborations with Omega, and all of these things lends itself a sense of credibility to the player that this is a real James Bond experience.
Crafting this character has been both exciting and extremely challenging because it's a balance between being very true to Ian Fleming's novels on the character, yet bringing some part of IO into that.
The most special thing about our version of Bond is that it's an IO reimagination of the origin of Bond himself, and it allows us to really dive in and learn about what it takes to enter this world of espionage.
It was very important to us from early on that we didn't want to synthesize Bond. We didn't want to go in and cherry pick qualities from different aspects of stories or whatever. We wanted to make something that was truly original. So he's young. He's someone who doesn't yet know all the things we know about James Bond. He has all the core qualities. So he's irreverent. He's inherently charming.
Is that Tom Cruise?
Funny, but he's not yet cold. He's not callous. He's a more energetic. He has that impatience of youth built into him.
Somewhere in between a naive, not yet worn down, principled young man, and then that journey onto this hitting
not Tom Hanks
colder guy that we might recognize. That space there was really inspiring to us.
He is
Tom
very
Cruise.
true to his North Star.
The other
and
Tom.
his, values. And the story is very much about when you meet the harsh,
Did I say Tom Hanks?
critical, dangerous world out there. How does a young man fare while still retaining his values?
Not only will we get to experience the character changes and the lessons he needs to learn, but also how he gets his famed gear.
The world is a big part of how you solve the problems as you get to them. Using the
Excuse me.
environment, and weapons, and charm, and obviously gadgets is a huge part of that. We have a lot of the gadget you'd expect, and then quite a few you wouldn't.
So our longtime fans from our Hitman franchise can expect to recognize some of these core elements from our interactive in our James Bond game.
A really core aspect of this game is what we call creative approach. And it has to do with standing outside a lavish location. We're going to give you an objective in here. You absolutely need to be able to do that in a bunch of different ways. But I think the biggest difference is that you need a lot of patience to play Hitman. You need to be sitting there seeing the patrol. He goes over there and he likes wine and you overhear that thing. But Bond, he can also just walk through the front door. I'm actually just going to go and talk to them. I'm just going to go punch him right now. If you're a James Bond that wants to crouch along, you know, the covers and be careful and all that stuff, that's your Bond and that's fine. But we've crafted a game that has a lot more forward momentum.
Spycraft is part of our DNA. However, in terms of Bond, there are two key differences.
The agent we were working with before, he is an empty shell, right? He's a chameleon, whereas James Bond is very much a personality.
A big part of the fun of playing the game is to see what he'll say, because he always has something great to say that you wouldn't have thought of. His quick wit and talking your way into and out of trouble is a big part of the core loop as well.
If Hitman is a single-minded killer and basically the bad guy of the game, Bond is the hero. And that means that we are much more focused on his journey as a character, and we are much more focused on saving the world.
I think it's safe to say that we're dialing the action to 12 on this one. We wanted a physical Bond. We wanted fighting to be visceral and brutal and violent and super fun and exciting. So we spent a great amount of energy on making a system of free-flow combat where you're fighting multiple opponents at once. You can grab them and punch them and throw them into each other, use the environment.
We really did strides and upping the dynamism, the kinetic feel of the combat, be that the melee combat and shooting and the seamless in and out between that. It's very, very exciting. We as a studio and as a team have involved a lot to do
where's Ultrakill?
top-class action, spectacle moments and spectacle situations, all interactive. The situations you get into are absolutely wild. It's because that's the 360 experience that our fans deserve and expect from a Bond experience.
And we've really pushed our engine to sort of bring on this higher level of spectacle and fidelity to the game.
This production has pushed our internal tech beyond, like miles ahead of what we were able to do before.
Depicting these beautiful different cities and locations, exotic types of vehicles, not just normal vehicles. So we take everything we know, but also evolving with technology to deliver an experience that is more advanced than we've ever done before.
This has to be a larger-than-life action adventure story, and that's what we've delivered. But it's always with character at its center. There's never action for action's sake. It's because it leads to the next thing. It's because he needs and has to do this in order to succeed.
Having worked on Hitman on and off for 20 years, this is the combination of all that work, all that skill, all that practice coming together and finally seeing the ultimate spy fantasy come to life.
You know, they talk about like a lot of smart fancy game design mechanics. And you know, I kind of feel awkward by just sitting here like, because, yeah, they're smart. Is this Cruelty Squad? Looks like Cruelty Squad or Cruelty Squad adjacent. But we are close to Ultrakill. What even is this? Is that thermometer? What? Excuse me. Goblin America. What? I need to Google this guy. Gil.
When the world
Lawson.
ended, we shielded our city. Safe but trapped.
I don't know
We
who that is.
endured. Until now. Until you, time traveler. Only you can shatter our chains. Guide our armies. Defend our kingdom. Propel the evil hordes.
Ultrakill soon. Come on.
Rebuild what the enemy shattered and restore the might of our city. The lands of Bastion still whisper secrets, relics of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler shall halt your advance. Your strength will never cease to grow. Once banished, you will break us free.
Uh-huh.
If it feels like something's been implanted at the base of your skull, that's because there has.
What?
It's in your best interest to listen to me. Good work. Head back to the van. Head back to the van.
Ooh. I'll probably do a stream.
As you can see, we
playing through
are
all
running
these
a
demos.
fine-tuned engine of gaming goodness. Oh, speaking of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find out. Frankie, Jacob, status report?
We're doing great down here. Jacob is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just wiring up everything with our Gigabyte Aorus X870E motherboard. It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking and memory performance, and its built-in thermal armor and heat sinks will keep our Ryzen X3D rig running great without running hot. And of course, our GPU, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT with RDNA 4 architecture, and 3rd gen AMD ray tracing tech for competitive 4K performance.
Awesome. And for those of you who want to speed up your own PC build, I've got a technique I always use. A montage.
A what?
A montage.
Oh, a montage. Right. Great idea, Frankie.
Freeze frame high five?
Freeze frame what?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect. In the meantime, here's some new tech for you, or should I say, some new Terra tech.
TerraTech Worlds? Nope. TerraTech Waves. That's what I think it is. I guess it's a name. 12 hours into the stream. Go fraud trailers, by the way. Yeah. But soon. After this. TerraTech Legion, okay. TerraTech Legion. Gotta download that too. Sims 5. Wow, guys, Sims 5 looks awesome. Come on. Ah! Ooh. Excuse me. There's a demo. Harambe. They brought him back just so you could kill him in this game. Come on. Ultrakill. Man. Ultrakill. 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 Ultrakill.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Don't mind me, I have got a special friend stopping by, but don't tell the folks upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that they can add any of today's exciting games to their wish list. Follow the link below to see all the goodies in today's show. And in the meantime, let's see what our friends over at Rogue Snail have been cooking up.
What about the people over at New Blood? What's Hakita done? Is this Hades 3?
Perdoe essa pobre coitada. Que de joelhos rezou bocado. Como uma pessoa pode lavrar chão que nem mesmo cactos consegue brotar?
Todos precisam saber sobre o que de fato aconteceu em Canudos.
Eles moveram mundos para acabar com o nosso lar. Perdemos, mas resistimos, como um mandacaru no meio da grande seca.
Steal the cat. Wait, what?
Pains me deeply.
What is this?
But a lamb.
It's a giant dude in the sky. Ultrakill?
Chef, opening your own restaurant may feel like a fairy tale, but it's trickier than it looks. Customers curse you. The hordes line up at the door. Elder gods are summoned. All of this can really burn your biscuits. But you will be forged in the fires of the kitchen. Sharpen your knives and master the magic of food.
Guy
For
Fairy.
ancient hunger has awoken. And the path to a demon's heart is through its stomach.
Ultrakill?
Hey, let's check in on how things are progressing with
The rig.
and make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
Oh, it's not looking great. They're hooking up a... Oh my god, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer, it's too dangerous.
I know.
told them the rig is way too valuable to be anywhere near a printer.
I know.
We have to stop them.
No. It's too late because they're downloading a driver.
Oh,
Wait.
God, why?
Maybe it's an okay. Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh, no, he's sobbing.
Oh, no.
And now he's cursing God. Yeah.
Why, you maniacs? Why?
Damn you, printers.
Wait, really,
Haven't
what?
you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some troubleshooting,
Wait.
let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of mutants in co-op roguelite gun touchables.
Come on, bro.
If you're watching this tape, it means the world has ended. Welcome to Gun Touchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're untouchable. That's why they call it Gun Touchables. Collect crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get ready to blow stuff up, and smack stuff with a shovel, and shred stuff with a bone saw, and snipe stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about getting badass guns and even more badasser upgrades. It's about killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse, you're up against a million maniacal mutants that want nothing more than to pound you into hamburger meat. There's only one way to survive, and that's to become Gun Touchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
Yes, it's here. It's here. Oh, non-liminal spaces. Heartbreak Wonderland. Oh my goodness. What the? Oh my goodness. Where? What happened? I went back. No. No.
Oh no, no, no.
Million maniacal mutants.
Oh my goodness. What? Oh, Greater Angel. I knew it. That's like the thing from the Heaven Piercer music thing. Soon? How soon? I need to know how soon.
Coming up in the show.
I need to know how soon. I need to know how soon. No, not again.
Vanquish.
Why is it on the screen? My goodness. That was it. Yeah, it was. Yeah. New enemy. I knew it. I knew we would get a new enemy. And probably a Greater Angel, it looks like. Basically, a mansion here.
And this is the Superhero Dispatch Network. I hope you're ready for your first shift.
Wait, we're doing this?
Hey team, this is your dispatcher.
Someone's robbing the museum.
Watch and learn, Sonny.
How do I mute you?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
Ultrakill. I am excited for Ultrakill. What the? That was... I watched Grant's Layer 8 prediction video, and one of the things he predicted was liminal, or non-liminal, or non-Euclidean spaces, and he was right, it appears, about that.
Wheel World is the rare kind of game that leaves you asking the important questions, like, why aren't all the world's bicycles shaped like hot dogs?
We can only hope the answer reveals itself someday. Until then, let's turn our attention to the latest from FBC Firebreak, the next game from Remedy. And if my
Rabbit.
tracker is working properly,
yeah, I know who.
it looks like Frankie met up with the Bureau.
Coming soon.
It's been 6 years now since we've been locked in with the hiss. I don't care about your day job if you can hold a gun and use a tool. Firebreak needs you. I'll be frank with you, this ain't an easy shift. But at least you won't be alone. Your fellow firebreakers will have your back. Fighting together, fixing together, and hell, even showering together. If you can stand your ground and stick together, it'll be more than enough.
This looks like it takes place in the Control house. I know Remedy has like a big universe. It looks very much like, yeah, it's part of it. Clean.
So, that's the job. Sounds simple enough. Good. I've got a liability waiver here with your name on it.
That trailer was absolutely epic, delivered on all fronts, but it did take me back to my student days. It might have been the post-it notes, the traffic lights, and the slight feeling of regret in the shower. What have we signed up to? Mike Kayata is the game director of FBC Firebreak from Remedy Games. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah,
absolutely.
what have we signed up to here?
Yeah, lots. So that was our big launch trailer. We're coming out in just over a week now, so we're really excited to share a lot more of the game, stuff that we haven't shown, a little bit of all of the 5 jobs in the game, which are kind of different crises that you have to deal with. But yeah, so we're getting close now.
I remember when Control came out in 2019, and we're revisiting that world in FBC. Why was now the right time to revisit?
Yeah, so right now it was just a great time for us to kind of go back to the oldest house. We never wanted it to kind of feel like we were retreading on Control, and that was like definitely something we thought about a lot. And one of the reasons why we shifted into a first-person perspective, so you could kind of go back into the oldest house and see it from fresh eyes in a different way.
I mean, you did have a lot of fun in Control. And also, we're in first person this time, so...
Yeah, so of course very different. And I think as anyone can tell from that trailer, we're extremely